Hello, budding Vassal players. I thought I would swing back around now that I've finished my 11 or 12 part basic lesson course and just do a quick outline for anyone who jumps into the series in the future instead of as I made them midstream, just to give you an outline of the steps in the lessons that I went through. So there are 12 lessons. 5A is kind of an anomaly there in the middle. And let me just step through these real quick to show you how you will be able to build up your Vassal tool set as you progress through these, going from installation to being able to connect to the server and actually start playing. So lesson one is installation. Show you how to install the Vassal engine and the Vassal module and any other game module if you choose to do that. Lesson two is basic board setup. Lesson three is starting your first scenario, where we actually take an example scenario, in this case, the scenario called the Eastern Front, because it has a lot of different aspects of Vassal that we can use to build upon in future lessons. And I show you how to set that up and then go through each of these following lessons to add to it. And then lesson four is how to crop your boards using that example scenario. Lesson five, placing the overlays. And then lesson 5A, I kind of interjected this lesson in there to show you how to use the second method to add overlays to your board setup. And then lesson 6 is terrain transformations. Not really necessary. It just adds an extra flavor. When you're playing the game, you can transform boards to PTO terrain with jungle and kunai and getting rid of roads or transforming roads into paths, that sort of thing. Or you can do the exact opposite. You can transform a board and give it a winter look, a nice white winter look that helps a little bit with immersion while you're playing. And then lesson seven is navigating the menus. What's in all the menus, what's in all the counter bar, how to configure that. Then lesson eight is the basics of the line of sight tool, which at this point is a little buggy. There's still some bugs that are being worked on, even though the VASL module and the VASL engine are pretty mature. ASL, virtual ASL still has a few problems with the line of sight tool with some boards. Then lesson nine is adding scenario info, adding things like turn tracks, the phase marker, and that kind of thing. And then lesson 10, the next to the last one, is how and where to pull your order of battle for the two sides that are facing off in the scenario and putting them on the playing surface and so that the players can place them on the map to start the game. And then finally, lesson 11, when you want to play with another person online, which is primarily the whole point of VASL, you can play solo using it, but I think the whole point is to be able to play with someone remotely very easily. I show you how to connect to the server, the VASL server, join rooms, create your own rooms, lock rooms, a little bit on the etiquette when you join someone else's game, those sort of things. So there are the 12 lessons for the basic course. You can find those under the VASL 101 playlist, all of these videos. And I hope new players find them useful. And maybe there's some existing players that will learn a few things as well. I'm learning as I make these, which is great as well. So I hope it gets more people to embrace VASL. It's been around for quite a while. It gets more people to uh, play remotely. I know it's hard to find players who live face to face. We ASL players are kind of spread out, especially if you live in a non-urbanish type area. If you live more rurally, it's gonna be really hard to find first face-to-face players. So I hope these lessons help people jump into the world of VASL and play some more ASL. Roll low.